Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out in the beautiful Snowdonia countryside back at Nant Peris, and I've just found this little sheepfold just to hunker down away from the wind, but a bit of mixed conditions today. It's relatively cold for this time of year. It's April and early May, and it's been quite cold. This week's going to say it's going to be -2 here in the range, so yeah, still quite cold. Spring has sprung for 2 days, I think, and then it went away again. I just want to do a quick review today. It's the first time I've worn this Paramo Velez Jacket, and just want to give it a test out on the mountains as you would do. I know there's mixed reviews on these types of jackets, so it's not a hard shell, it's designed differently. I won't go, you know, there's plenty of videos online that talks about the technicalities of this, but I just sort of reasonably first impressions. It's quite it's not a lightweight coat, it's quite heavy, and I think the way it works on sort of a free layering system where you've got like, there's this Nick Wax analogy, yeah, waterproof system. So there's plenty of information on the internet you can read up about this, but basically I think the way it works, it imitates animal's fur, and apparently this is the outer shell, which is coated with DWR, and in the middle is like a honeycomb. It's the only best way to explain it. There's you've got this inside the jacket here, you've got this, what I would call, it's like a ventilated layer, like a honeycomb sort of idea, and I think in the middle there's another layer which then wicks the moisture away from your skin. So the criticisms I've heard about this jacket is you do tend to get damp in it, but you very quickly dry out. So even when it's raining there now, I don't know, I might be unlucky and not get any rain today, but we'll wait and see. But I'm hoping I can definitely test the windproofness, and if I don't get a chance to do the waterproofness, I'll take it out again and give it a really good test. I think the idea is you become sort of, your body heat will push away, and the way the coat's designed, it gets rid of any moisture that has seeped into the jacket. So I'm interested to see how it performs. I know they come with a sort of a pretty hefty price tag. They're not super expensive, but they're not cheap, these jackets, so I did have to think about it for a while, and so I just sort of went for it. I like the colour, and also I know that you know, people who are keen and serious about mountains do rate these things. So and I do find with Gore-Tex jackets, I do tend to sweat a lot in them, and although they're hard shell and it keeps the rain out, I can tend to sweat from the inside out. So I thought I'd go for this sort of hybrid design and see how we get on. Now, just features on it, you've got pit zips here, which are reasonably accessible, so they're pretty good, and you've got them on obviously on both sides. The same idea with the pockets, so when you open the pockets, that ventilates straight through, so that gives you a level of breathability. I avoided the smock because I've read and watched a lot of videos on this jacket, and as I said, it runs warm. So with a smock, I know it does have the side vents on it, but I've found with smocks as well, I tend to run quite hot. So went for the jacket instead. No problem with venting there straight away. And but then you've got this hood, the peak, really good wire peak, as you can see, really substantial, and you can hunker down in this, and there's a chin guard as well, which is nice and comfortable, and this peak here is really substantial. So one of the things I don't particularly like about this jacket, these Velcro closes here, they just don't seem to work, and whether I've not sussed them out, but they're not as easy, and you know, Velcro's, it's not that hard, is it? But it just doesn't seem to, I don't know, you can close it right down and cinch it right down, but this piece here just doesn't seem to be long enough, and I don't know, just doesn't seem to work that well as other jackets have got. And then, you know, I've got lots of jackets with Velcro enclosures on it, but it just doesn't seem to work. That's my opinion, and in my world, that's what counts. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I'm back on the top, and hopefully you'll get some rain. Now the good news is, got a bit of precipitation. I think it's probably because we're in the cloud, and I think there's a bit of a snow flurry there. Yep, the rain's coming in, so I'll have some food, zip up the top, my hood, and we'll give this a workout on the way down. So should be a good test of this Paramo jacket. So far so good. I'm loving this jacket, it's really comfortable, and yeah, I'm liking it. So so far so good. Nice bit of rain coming in now, and so I reckon I've probably got another hour and a half back to the car. In fact, that's a gone in the cloud there, over there. So if I follow that original ridge line that takes you up to a gone, and I just about, the cloud was breaking, you can see Trivan and the Oggy Valley just there, Llynogwyn's down there. But leave that for another day. But perfect conditions to test this coat. I'm really excited to see, as excited as you can get on the side of a mountain trying out a new coat. So whatever floats your boat, isn't it? But I think if you're going to try these things out, you've got to get out, try them out in real world conditions, haven't you? So let's see. Wouldn't it be good if manufacturers let you do that for real, eh? Try a coat, take it out in the mountains and see if it works, then you can buy it. I don't think that'd be a good business model though, would it? But hey, that's why we do these reviews, isn't it? So if I'm going to buy a coat, try it out, I'll see what we think and give an honest review. I'm in no one's pocket, so if I think it's good, I'll tell you if it's good. If I think it's not so good, I'll also say that. I've done that before in my other reviews where stuff's been lacking. But look at that, isn't it fantastic? It's a bit chilly on the old hands, and I think we've probably got a very smudged screen right now, but I'll put this back in my pocket, and when I get off the mountain, we'll see how damp I am. But yeah, the rain's kicked in, so I'm quite happy. It's not torrential, but there's enough rain here to test it and see how we get on. So I'm feeling very comfortable at the moment, and then I'm enjoying it. So that's the most important thing, isn't it? Halfway down the path back to Nant Peris, and this jacket, I'm loving it. I'm not sweating at all in it, and it seems to regulate my heat really well. Like I say, I've only got a base layer underneath, but I've not felt clammy. Get out of the wind. I've not felt clammy at all, and this thing breathes really well. So that is one of the plus points to this coat. It does breathe. So I'm feeling really comfortable in this. It did rain before. It wasn't, like I say, it wasn't torrential, but it was enough to sort of test it. Like I said, I'll on a local walk in the hills when it's lashing down, I'll take it out and I'll sort of do a part 2 to this video. But so far, initial thoughts on this jacket, I'm loving it, I really am. And it's, like I said, it's so comfortable, it just feels nice. So I've not actually used it on the hills at all as yet, but today was the first day, and yeah, I'm loving it. It's very, very comfortable, so I'm really pleased with this coat that I bought. And yeah, a good purchase, I think, and built to do the job. This Velez jacket, yeah, love it. It's really comfortable, nice bit of kit, feels nice against the sort of body. I've only got a base layer on underneath, and it's not warm up here, and this thing's keeping the warming to me, so I'm really impressed with it. It just feels nice. It's not a sort of thing you'd wear to go to the pub in, but you know, it's mountain gear, isn't it? And I'm just really pleased with it. Well guys, I don't know how much you can hear of me on here, because it's really quite windy, as you can see, but I can definitely vouch that the windproofness of this Velez jacket is really good. I've only got a base layer underneath, and it's about, I don't know, probably about 10 degrees. There's a bit of a breeze, a bit of a hoolie blowing, and I am incredibly warm inside this jacket. So its insulation properties are good, but at the same time, windproof really good, but breathability, so it's generating some heat on the way up. And this thing, I don't know how it does it, but this inside this 3-layer system seems to wick the moisture away. So far so good. Probably gonna have to do a part 3 of this video, come back and test it out, probably when the rain's really tipping down. I'll go on a dog walk locally and get out for about an hour. Well, we finally got some rain, so let's see how good this jacket is. I'm going to stand out in the rain for half an hour, walk around, generate some heat, see how we get on. So hopefully this will be a decent test to this jacket. So I'm going to stand here for a good half an hour. Pretty decent rain as well, heavy fall, so we'll see how we get on, see if I get damp. It might have been an idea when doing a waterproof jacket test to put some waterproof pants on. These trousers are absolutely sodden, as you can see. So that'll show you how heavy the rainfall is. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes here, get back in the house, so about half an hour, and we'll see if I'm damp underneath in my core. So guys, back in the house now. I'm just stood outside. Things I do for YouTube reviews. A good half an hour in that pouring rain, so just take my jacket off. Yep, dry on the back. So I think a sort of better, fuller test would be on a walk, because I think that's the idea. The coat works and generates the heat and pushes out the moisture. But standing around also, you know, it's a waterproof jacket. So initial impressions of this jacket is very good. I think it works differently, obviously, to hard shells and Gore-Tex, so it does allow some moisture in, but then very quickly wicks it away. So for me, Paramo Velez Jacket, really pleased with it. Great jacket for the outdoors. I guess that's why they're renowned as a good mountain walking, hiking type of outdoor apparel. So yep, top marks. Really pleased with the Paramo Velez Jacket. I'd definitely buy more of their gear. I think it really works well if you don't mind the slightly damp feeling you get with this jacket, and as opposed to sort of sweating with a Gore-Tex. It's a different way of waterproofness, and they make that very clear when you buy these types of jackets. But first impressions, that was absolutely lashing down, and I stood there, so I wasn't sort of moving around, but I stood around in driving rain, and I'm dry. I'm relatively dry, so you know, no moisture patches on my shoulders or in my core, and I guess that's what you'd want, wouldn't it, to be dry and keep your body temperature at the right temperate level. Anyway, if it gets a thumbs up, the Velez jacket from me. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also if you want to see more of these types of reviews, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you all very soon. Take care.